For centuries, man has looked to the heavens and asked the most simple, yet profound questions. Where is heaven? How do we get there? Interesting.
Hey, Sal, what's happening?
Hey there, I'm Sal Ranella, co-producer of The Discovery, along with Mr. Mike Brumfield. And today Mike is going to share his amazing discovery where heaven is. It's actually not just up. Can you believe that? Follow me into the next room where we're going to join Mike in his lecture. Okay? Follow me.
Approximately 22 years ago, I came to Nashville, Tennessee, and joined with a buddy of mine and started researching the origins of mankind. And in particular, we were looking for the very same thing that Barbara Walters was looking for. Where is heaven? I have to say that my partner in this journey was definitely influenced by his religious upbringing. He really believed in spirits. I myself had a religious upbringing that was very dysfunctional, and I went the route of education, science. I studied to be a lawyer, ended up delving into science, quantum physics, and very much archaeology. And what I quickly discovered again was the head of Easter Island looking up. I found that the ancient peoples of our past was drawing the gods in the color of blue so they could distinguish them as gods living in the blue sky versus humans. Now, the Barbara Walters specials brought out something to me that it had hit me like a ton of bricks, probably I'd say 18, 19 years ago. And it culminated in the release of my first book in 2000. It was called The Two Witnesses and the Religion Cover-Up. I quickly saw that the teachings of Jesus, that the teachings of every religion all over the earth had as a first fundamental principle in life for all of us humans, that is to seek the kingdom of heaven. Now, in going down this journey of educating myself scientifically about the world I live in, I quickly understood that earths are born and die. Scientifically, if we were to rule out religion, there wouldn't be any debate at all about our first priority as humans wanting to achieve immortality for the sake of our children, of our species. We don't want to see our children die. Unequivocally, I think we could all agree that would be the worst thing that could befall any of us. So I'm standing here before you today that when I recognize that all of the ancient religions all over the universe had a common theme, that our first order of business was to seek them, and they lived up in the sky, I said, oh my God. I had the light bulb go off in my head. Eureka, an epiphany. This is the best evidence that we could discover today as scientists searching for life out there in the universe. And its probability that it has been here on the earth, and it could have had something to do with our creation and our mystery. Those stories are overwhelmingly more advanced than what level of scientific knowledge that we have today. The painting of these beings blue, and if you notice here I put heaven as space up, that is my answer. And I say this because I haven't been influenced by religion, and I do see and agree with all scientists all over the earth today that in fact the earth will die. You take religion out of the equation, and we were evolving as an intelligent species. We would seek to get off this planet, and there is only one way. It is to go up into the sky and conquer space, to get away from Mother Nature, to get away from matter, and achieve the immortality of our own species. And we would do it by going up. Again, 2 letters, 1 powerful word, and a huge moment of enlightenment, an epiphany. What I would like to share with you is Michio Kaku's description of the universe we live in and the ultimate goal of the intelligence that will evolve on every earth in it. He says, number one, that us humans today our level of existence isn't even at stage 1. We haven't even gotten off of this planet. That is stage 1 in our first priority. Coincidentally, that's exactly the first priority of all religions out there. Seek the kingdom of heaven, and it has clearly been up. The second stage of Michio Kaku's and intelligent beings would be that they would immediately conquer another, living on another planet, in case this one stopped existing, which we know it will. This is the reason that we're putting so much effort into studying Mars and colonizing Mars, exploring Mars. It is the next planet in our solar system further out from us than the sun. As the sun goes through its cycle of expansion, it will incinerate the Earth. And we even have a date already in mind that we're projecting 365,000 years from now that we won't be able to live openly on the surface of this planet. We will have to colonize elsewhere, or we will have to live in space. The third stage of Michio Kaku's evolution of intelligent beings is to conquer space. You have 1, getting off this planet; 2, interstellar travel; 3, intergalactic travel, which is in fact conquering space. The most astounding thing that happened to me in this journey is that I saw heaven's location being up in the sky as matching evidence of where we will have to go to achieve stage 3 civilization. Stage 3 civilization matches the descriptions and characteristics of these gods. They live up in the sky, they are omniscient, they know everything, and they are omnipotent. They have conquered Mother Nature. They aren't bigger than Mother Nature. They've only conquered it by getting away from it. When I was starting this journey with my partner, and he was focusing on the teachings of Jesus, and he was in fact, like me, looking for evidence of what these angels, spirits, might look like, where they live, how do they live, and what he failed to see that I saw was that they in fact lived up in the sky. I saw that this evidence matched this current knowledge that we have of exploring in the space station and knowing that we have to conquer space. I recently started a poll and asking people, where is heaven? Started a survey and wanted to create a video of my own, where is heaven? And what I found is, as long as I didn't reveal the outcome of the video, religious participants would agree and answer the question. They didn't know where heaven was. But the minute that I would reveal that they weren't any different from the next religious person, the next religious person, and I went across the board. I didn't stick with just Christians, Muslims, and Jews. I went to Buddhists, North American Indians, the whole works. But what I found was the fear that all of them didn't know, and they reflected the same opinion and answer of where heaven is, was threatening to them. Discover something that could change our way of thinking about the world we live in, let alone establish a law of science that will help elevate our understanding about the universe. I want us all to look around at the universe that we live in. I want you to start asking your neighbors, your friends, where is heaven? And you will confirm everything I think that I have discovered. Everywhere you go today, when you talk heaven, people immediately look up. You can see paintings from the Renaissance period all the way back to primitive man, and these sculptures here of Easter Island looking up. These are religious statues looking up. I have presented in my latest book, Infinite Astronauts, The Theory of Everything, the teachings and theories of Erich von Däniken, the father of the ancient alien, the ancient astronaut movement, isn't saying the infinite nature of the universe that we live in. He isn't saying that the descriptions of these gods being immortal, infinite, doesn't agree with what he is putting forth together in his books. What I see on the show, Ancient Aliens. We live in an age where we have the ability, and we're at the threshold of achieving immortality of our own species, and yet we're not making it first priority. Putting that aside, this discovery that I made, which is even bigger, is that we have evidence of people that have already conquered space, and they've done it by getting off of a planet and living up in the sky. If we do that, then we can work on achieving immortality of our own species. So this powerful word, the location of heaven, is in fact the most advanced scientific knowledge that we have facing us today as scientists looking for evidence of extraterrestrial life, which I don't even like that word. That is another word that epitomizes how primitive we are in our thinking. ET means other Earth, extraterrestrial. That is the problem with humanity. I have gone to great lengths to contact Barbara Walters by putting out a book called Heaven is Space Up. So please call me, Barbara Walters,